Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where today I bring you one of those games where it just feels like absolutely nothing works. Everything seems to go wrong. But then somehow it then goes right. It's a weird feeling in this game. This is what I can only call one of my best games. Bit of a juxtaposition there, but I thought it would be interesting to show you guys this because I know from a YouTube point of view, Twitch or whatever it might be, content creation point of view, it's really easy to just cherry pick the good games and make it look like you're a wonder tanker and nothing ever goes wrong. But I thought this is kind of the opposite of that, because I'm in the Conway, and I'll do a video on the Conway later on because I haven't played this tank for years, literally years. I think the last time I played this tank was the 27th of April 2022. So it's been a while. So I'm may as well call myself new to the Conway, but it's a tank destroyer, so I'm trying to play it like the tank destroyer. So I took it to the rock that's roughly in B7, trying to look across, looking for targets that came across. Nothing came across. There was nothing to shoot at. I don't really want to push around the back of the rock because I can see from the mini-map there's not going to be anything there that I can see, so I've pushed to the middle of the town. And I don't normally play the town, so already I'm sort of out of position. And that Tehran, shout out to that Tehran player because they were clearly, they'd got their brain switched on. More than I did for a Saturday morning. There's the second shot from the Tehran. He knows, that guy, that Tehran 4, what was that? Romeo? I can't remember. I couldn't actually see that. Anyway, shout out to that Tehran 4 for having his wits about him. But I'm looking at the mini-map now and thinking, the team's pushed the sort of peninsula, the coastal side. I'm going to drive into a house because I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm going to try and push the A-B line because no one's gone over there. I don't want to be just doing the same thing as everybody else. Everyone's clumping together by the coast. I don't really want to do that. I've only done 2 shots of damage. Where am I going? I don't know. What am I doing? I have no idea. A-B line. Here we go. Oh, no. Centurion 9, M4. Oh, can't go that way either. I've got to turn around. I'm going to get shot in the back because there's a Centurion behind me, so I've got to run away again. And at this point in the game, I was thinking, oh my word, what do I do? I can't see anything over there. There's an M47 over there. There's a Centurion over there. The light tanks kind of come over to help. I fluff a shot here on the M47. Yeah, that's gone. At this point, I'm like, okay, can I fit inside here? Oh, yeah, okay, all right. Tick that box. Now, at least I've learnt something from this game. The Conway can fit inside these train stations. This is literally what's going through my head. I'm like, I don't know where to go. If I leave this building, something will shoot me from the left, and I can still fit through that gap, which is quite nice. The Centurion's taken a shot on me. I've got 534 hit points left. There's another shot that just whizzes past me from the tracks. The only option I've got now is to go back towards the coast. I don't want to go back towards the coast because I haven't got a bloody clue where I'm going to go at this point. I really have no idea. It's all just up in the air. It really... it's just chaos for me at this point. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm now pushing forward and I'm thinking, right, I need to go across the bridge. No, I can't go across the bridge because that Tehran is still there. Oh crap, I'm in the open. I've got no cover. I've got to try and find low ground. But I don't want to fall in the water. But I fall in the water anyway. This is... You're getting where this game's going by now, I hope. So I managed to get myself out the water. Just reversing around this rock as best I can. And now this is where things suddenly, for whatever reason, I managed to somehow find cover. And this is where the game kind of goes a little bit right. So the 165 almost drowns himself. And now I'm pinned behind this rock. I can't go across to the peninsula there because I'll get shot by that Tehran that's still there. I'm stuck. This is my game now. Ricky and a rock. This is it. There's the Tehran again, who's I've got to hand it to that Turan. He had his wits about him. He was paying attention. He was playing very well. He's playing very smart. He pulls off a smoke move. There you go. There goes the smoke. So I figured he's going to move, but I don't lead the shot enough, and he gets away. So whoever you are in that Turan, you know, well played, very well played. Hats off to you, sir. So I put a shot out on the 4005, and I can see, based on where the barrel of the 4005 is pointing, that he eventually finds me. So I can't pick that again. There's an IS-4 back here who, for whatever reason, I don't know, he must think he's part of the Russian sub-program or something, because, I mean, that strategy was never going to work, and I guessed a shot. I have no idea if that would even pen underwater, but IS-4 is now a Submariner, or a deceased Submariner. There's a heat round hitting the rock. There's something out there firing heat, and I know what that vehicle was, and it makes sense now that I know what the vehicle was, that it's firing heat. But it's now a question of, where do I go now? That Turan that disappeared across the open gap because of his smoke, he will show up. He's on the peninsula. He's gonna be there. He's gonna be to my left at some point. But now I've got a 4005 that knows where I am. I've got something that's firing heat that knows where I am. The Turan 4 knows where I am, and I'm on 206 hit points. There really isn't a whole lot I can do. And there's the Turan. Spots me, but he gets spanked by the 4005. Now, this is where I know, or I think I know, the peninsula is clear. But I hang around here for a little bit longer because I know there's a 4005 down there. And at this point, I scope in to have a look at what's going on, and I see that thing hiding in a bush. And I didn't know what it was. I thought it was a funky looking pattern, and then I realised, no, that's the shape of a 268, only after reading the kill feed. So we get a kill on the 268, but we're still stuck behind this rock. I've killed the 268. If anything's down there, it's going to be the 4005. There's only 3 left on their team. There goes a shot from an E3, killing another E3 that was on the peninsula. Now I'm thinking, right, I need to make a move. I can't sit by my rock the entire game. I've got to move. So I bite the bullet, hoping that if anyone does get shot, it's this guy in front of me. What are teammates for, right? So we make it across. 3 left. TD in the middle of the town, and there it is. The Jagdpanzer 4.5. This is the thing that's been firing heat. And correct me if I'm wrong, I believe is it standard and gold are heat rounds? I know the gold rounds are heat. I'm not sure what the standard is, but I can understand why the 4.5 was firing heat. I believe it's got the best penetration. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. I think the 4.5's got awful standard pen. But I can understand why he was firing heat. Right, we seem to have made it. We seem to be okay at this point. I load a Hesh because I see there's a 4005 up here, but matey boy on my team decides to blat him on the move. Nice shot there. Ackerman 76. Very well played, sir. And that's it. There we go. Go back to standard rounds. There's the E3. Oh, I say that's it. Not quite it. I at this point, I sat here for a while because I assumed I'm at the back. I'm sort of stuck on the peninsula. If I'm going to get over to where this E3 is, I've got to go all the way around. And, you know, the team will be there before me. They'll kill him. But this game is always full of surprises. And I'll pat myself on the back for that shot. That was a very nice shot. E3 disappears. And now it's a case of, well, I just sit here and I wait. And one of the reasons I sit here and wait is because I assumed the team would take care of the E3. And you know, as a kid, your mum probably told you, or a teacher at some point said, don't assume it makes an ass out of you and me. Well, I assumed the team would take care of it, but they didn't. So there's the final kill. Done. So that was a game in the Conway that was absolutely awful, but given we get MVP, apparently it wasn't awful. This game's weird. You can have something that feels absolutely terrible, like, oh my word, I almost drowned myself, I got shot to pieces, I was out of position, I didn't know where I was going, I didn't know what I was doing, but I still managed to get MVPs. There you go, guys. I thought that was an amusing game. And yeah, I think we've all had games like that. So that is all I've got for this video. If you've enjoyed it, please leave it a like. If not, a dislike. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll catch you in the next one.